Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your monthly tarot advice video for the month of May. We're going to go ahead and jump right in with some oracle. This is the Oracle of the Fairies. I've been having so much fun using this in the private readings that I offer. As always, those are linked down below. And we're going to go ahead and jump right in and see what does Sagittarius need to know about the month ahead, please Spirit. But as always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. So we have inspiration. Be prepared, as you'll soon receive a visit from the Fairy of Inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. I'm obsessed with the art on these cards. It's just absolutely beautiful. I love the colours of this one. It feels very spring. So I was going to say, new ideas coming in spring might be the perfect time for you to spring into action here, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and start with tarot. What is the current energy for Sagittarius, please Spirit? What is the current energy for Sagittarius? We have, oh, I love this energy. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, Judgment, the Lovers, and the Sun. I feel like right now the energy of this month is you're getting very, very clear on what you want for a future. I think people might think that it's kind of overthinking a little bit, maybe early days, because I had 111 on the timer and it made me think like this is just the beginning. But while you're in the beginning, early stages, you're really trying to future-proof your plans, because you have an idea of the stability and the legacy and the family life that you want to build, the success that you want to have, and you know that the only way to get it is to start early, to make the right choices. And I feel like it's very important to you. You're trying to get very clear on it, and you're thinking very positively towards it, and you're seeing positive movement and positive change towards it in this month here. Let's see what's coming through for challenges for you this month. What are the challenges for Sagittarius this month, please Spirit? What challenges are Sagittarius going to face this month? Please get one more card, please. Thank you. So we have Temperance, the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. I think really the challenge here is due to past hurts and past wounds, lessons you may have had to have learned the hard way. There's almost this nervous energy around how we start this new lifestyle, habit, project, whatever it is for you. I do feel like it is, I keep wanting to use the word legacy. I feel like you're really trying to build your legacy here. And again, you're really, the challenge right now for you is it never feels good enough. You know, it's never the right time or space or person or energy. There's always something that you feel like you can nitpick, because again, you really are, there's this emphasis on it has to be perfect and it has to be just right. Temperance is coming through because the challenge for you really is to find the balance in it. It's never going to be 100% perfect. It's never going to be the way you envision it and the way you dream it. And the more time that you spend daydreaming about potential outcomes, it really changes how we feel when it comes. It's almost like we can't feel satisfied. Let's see what's coming through in your work and career, or your purpose for the month ahead. We have the Ace of Swords. It's coming through for Sagittarius and their work, please Spirit, and the Page of Swords. So we have the Ace of Swords, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Page of Swords. I feel like you're having this newfound confidence in your work, in your career. Again, we do have this energy of overthinking that you tend to go through, but I'm seeing you almost, this is being, I was gonna say it's being removed from your energy, but it's more phasing its way out of your energy. With the Ace of Swords, there's this emphasis again on you are gaining clarity on what you want and gaining more confidence. I feel like it was very important for you to find this stability in your work and in your career. And with the Page of Swords, I'm definitely feeling this. Everything right now for you is very much in the early stages. We're planting seeds, we're moving forward. Again, it's the inspiration is just now coming. We're just now getting the ideas, we're getting clear on what we want. So again, everything is very early stages, but I'm seeing great confidence in you, and I'm seeing great dedication and desire. You know what you want and you're not afraid to chase after it, even if other people might be speaking negatively on it. Just tap into your connections for the month ahead. What is Sagittarius connections going to look like for this month ahead, please, Spirit? If I could just get a few more cards. One more, please. Oh, I'm loving to see this. We have the Moon. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Moon. Really, I'm still feeling this huge energy around you building this legacy. I'm going to start with the Moon coming out because, well, the Four of Wands is showing great success in your connections, in building stability, building community. But for me, the Moon is that, I don't know why I wanted to say wishy-washy energy of you have this uncertainty, there's this unsureness. I feel like even though you're building stability in this current connection, you're still, I was going to say waiting for the other shoe to drop, it feels like. And no matter how far you are into it and how stable and secure it is and how much progress and how much different it looks from previous connections, it's still almost this energy of expecting the worst, waiting for the worst, expecting the worst, even when there are no signs of that happening for you. I feel like you've got great energy coming through, but the big thing for you is the emphasis on wanting things to be perfect. There's a big pressure around it. You're causing anxiety and pressure for yourself because of the ideas that you're setting, the intentions that you're setting in your mind. Let's see what the advice for you this month is. What's the advice for Sagittarius, please? So we have the Tower. We have the Nine of Swords and the Fool. So you really are kind of overthinking, and I was going to say there's this energy where you want to tear this tower down to rebuild it again because you think you can do it better the next time. Well, now, knowing what I know now, if I start again, it will be better next time. I can restart it and I can rebuild it. And I would like to clarify this further to see if that is definitely the best navigation for you, because it feels very drastic, it feels very quick. But again, if you're very unhappy in what you're building and you get the inspiration to change it up, then that might be your calling this month, Sagittarius. So we're going to start clarifying and getting a bit of a deeper message through here with our lovely second deck. So if you could please, Spirit, can we clarify this 10 of Pentacles for Sagittarius? Why is this a current theme or current energy of the month, please? We have the Three of Wands. Again, what you're working towards building, I keep coming back to wanting to say legacy, stability, future. That's what you're wanting to build here. Clarify Judgment, please. Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles. You, again, it's all about perfect for you right now. You want to move forward with the next steps, but you're stuck stalling until you feel like you've done it all to perfection. It really does feel like you're chasing perfection here, and there's positive energy coming in for you, but I feel like, again, it's just that energy that doesn't feel good enough for you. It doesn't feel enough. Clarify the Lovers, the Devil. So yeah, you are almost, again, worrying of how far things will go, how they'll work out. You are fearing the worst, and it's almost this energy of it's starting to self-sabotage. It's starting to bleed through into the good and into the positive. Let's clarify the Sun, please. Have Justice reversed. Yeah, sometimes we do too much. We try to change too much. We try to control too much, and that just throws everything off. Sometimes you just need to let things be and not be the one meddling and changing and chasing perfection. Let's clarify Temperance. This came through as a challenge. So why is Temperance a challenge for Sagittarius in the month of May, please, Spirit? Why is Temperance a challenge for Sagittarius? Magician. I just want to keep coming back to it's not good enough. All these opportunities that are coming through, all these changes, even when it's what you're manifesting, even when the universe is literally handing it to you, it doesn't feel bright enough. It doesn't feel shiny enough. It's not how you pictured it. It's not how you envisioned it. It's not quite right. So you want to tear it all down and start again. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Clarify the Knight of Swords, please, Spirit. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords as a challenge for Sagittarius. The Five of Cups. I think your challenge right now is to notice how much you would mourn the loss of your current life, your current connections, the way things currently are. I think we tend, as humans, we tend to complain about things that really we should be grateful for, you know? And I think it's important for you this month to kind of flip the narrative there on how you look at things. Okay, I missed my bus. I get to walk, or I get to, you know, enjoy standing out in nature a little bit longer. Or, you know, things go wrong, we have to look for the silver linings sometimes. Let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles, please. Why is this a challenge for Sagittarius? The Seven of Cups. Yeah, because it's never your fault, Sagittarius. It's never that you made a bad decision and that you would then have to live with it and that you have to just accept. And again, I feel like the Seven of Cups comes through when there is a lot of indecision, and it has to be perfect. So I don't know where to start. I'm kind of decision fatigue of like, do I choose this one or do I choose that one? You know, the more we stall sometimes is when we have a decision forced for us, and that might not always be the most favorable. We have the Ace of Swords coming through in work and career, and the King of Pentacles. So it really is getting clear on what you're building. The Ace of Pentacles. Sometimes we can even miss opportunities that are coming in for us because, like I said, they don't look how we wanted them to look. £1 million isn't just going to fall into your lap, but there might be an opportunity that you can start bringing in money and bringing in stability in your career. King of Wands. Let's clarify the King of Wands, please, Spirit. Why is the King of Wands coming through in Sagittarius work and career for the month of May? We have the Eight of Pentacles. You have to really be confident on what you're building. Again, it is a big theme of people don't see what you're building. People don't believe what you're building. So not trying to prove it to other people, but having that understanding of yourself, being confident in what you're doing for yourself, that you don't need other people's external validation. Let's clarify the Page of Swords, please, Spirit. Clarify the Page of Swords. Yeah, it really is like, I keep saying this in the videos recently, choosing peace over proving a point. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to teach it to other people. You don't have to defend yourself or make competition from it. And it's not accepting defeat. It's just allow people to be wrong and have a wrong opinion. Okay? They don't get it. Let them. Let them be wrong. The Eight of Pentacles is coming through for connections. Why is this coming through for connections, please, Spirit? So we have the Four of Pentacles. I got this energy, you know the saying you've got to spend money to make money, but like in sense of connections and friendships, in romances, sometimes you have to kind of let go of expectations or ideals to kind of be open, to have a connection, to have growth. The Four of Wands, again, I really feel like this is about finding your community and building stability, maybe even celebrations in your community. Let's clarify this Four of Wands, please, Spirit. What is this Four of Wands for Sagittarius? Letting your walls down a little bit. I'm getting an energy, maybe you do need to share some of your worries with people. Maybe carrying it all in your own head is weighing you down a little bit. Sleepless nights, anxiety, and I feel like it can really strengthen your connections within your community, within the people that are around you, when you have this openness. I don't know if it's just kind of like your own personality, Sagittarius, where you feel like you have to keep tearing things down to start again. But I think maybe communicating that with the people instead of completely cutting them off and isolating. I think you have a bad habit of that. Let's clarify the moon, please, Spirit. I feel like really, yeah, your choices on how you communicate can be causing friction. So being a bit more open and honest, even if it means showing the scarier sides of yourself, the not so nice parts of yourself, I think you can really benefit from that this month. So that's kind of how I'm feeling about this tower, is instead of tearing the tower down for yourself, maybe be like, this tower feels shaky, I feel like it's not secure, and talk to the people around you, like get a second opinion almost, is the energy. Let's clarify the tower though for me. Clarify this as advice for Sagittarius. Why is the tower advice this month? Judgment. So it really is, I'm not saying that you can't trust your own judgment, but sometimes it really is, a second opinion does help. When you're up in the tower and the wind blows, it feels very shaky. It doesn't mean that your tower is going to crumble. So maybe ask for a second opinion from someone that's on the ground or has a different perspective from you. The 9 of Swords. The Star. So this is all about healing, hope, and purpose. So again, getting out of your head. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety and sleepless nights happening in this energy, and isolation really isn't helping. So I was gonna say, you don't have to be doing this alone. You don't have to start by yourself again and again. I feel like it's almost like you're craving connection, but you separate yourself from it. You distance yourself from it. You don't believe you're worthy of it. And that's just not true. Finally, let's clarify the Fool. What is this new beginning? What is this best advice? 8 of Cups. You can leave things in a peaceful manner. You don't have to, like I said, you don't have to completely tear it all down to start again. We can have pauses, we can have breaks, we can walk away and start again without it being so harsh, without it being so isolating. Again, I don't know why I keep feeling this energy of like, for you, when it comes to new starts, it has to be completely starting from the beginning again. You can't just refine the draft, clean it up, tidy it up, make it neater, make it stronger, make it better. You have to completely start from scratch. And I feel like that really is halting your progress. It's stalling your progress. And that's why we're not seeing growth for you right now, Sagittarius. It's because you feel like you need to keep building it again to chase perfection, when perfection really does not exist. This is such an interesting reading for you this month. I really do hope it could resonate. If you'd like to dive into any of this a little bit deeper, as always, I offer personal readings. They are linked down below. And if you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. And if you've watched this far, I truly appreciate you.